Caitlin Clark is nearing a lucrative 8-figure endorsement deal with Nike.
Remember when Nike signed Caitlin Clark for a whopping $28 million back in April? It was all over the news, a record-breaking deal for a female athlete. Everyone thought this partnership was going to be huge, especially given Caitlin's incredible talent. I mean, we're talking about a player who dominated college basketball, breaking records left and right. Nike seemed to have struck gold, right?
And I know the best is yet to come, so congratulations, Caitlin. You are the 2024 Kia WNBA Rookie of the Year.
Fast forward to now, and things have taken a bizarre turn. Caitlin just bagged the WNBA Rookie of the Year title, a massive achievement that had fans going wild. But here's the kicker. Nike's been radio silent. No congratulations, no social media posts, nothing, nada, zip. It's like they forgot they even signed her. The last time Nike even mentioned Caitlin was back in April with some dramatic caption about legends and beginnings. They posted a picture of her with the words, "The end of the story is just the beginning of the legend." Pretty powerful stuff, right? But since then, it's been crickets. Total silence. Now let's put this in perspective. Nike isn't exactly known for being shy about promoting their athletes. They're usually all over social media, hyping up every achievement, every milestone. But with Caitlin, it's like she's invisible to them.
If Caitlin Clark is the quote-unquote savior, if she's the golden girl, milk it!
Meanwhile, Nike's been showering love on other athletes like Angel Wilson. Don't get me wrong, Angel is fantastic and deserves recognition. But when you've got the Rookie of the Year on your roster and you're not making a peep, it's leaving fans scratching their heads and asking some serious questions. To add fuel to the fire, Nike's been pushing Diana Taurasi, who Caitlin's been outperforming all season. Now, Taurasi is a legend in her own right, no doubt about it. But when you've got this young phenom breaking records and drawing crowds like never before, you'd think Nike would be all over that, right? It's got people wondering, what's going on behind the scenes? Is there some kind of tension we don't know about? Or is Nike playing some long game that we just can't see yet? Whatever it is, it's definitely not your typical star-athlete-sponsor relationship. Adidas steals the spotlight. While Nike's been quiet, someone else is speaking up. And it's not who you'd expect. An Adidas ambassador is out there singing Clark's praises. Now here's where things get really interesting. Adidas, Nike's biggest rival, is indirectly stealing the show. And they're doing it in the most unexpected way possible. Enter Billie Jean King, tennis legend and Adidas global ambassador. She took to social media to give Caitlin a massive shout out. We're not talking about just a quick congrats. No, King went all out, listing all of Caitlin's incredible accomplishments this season. She praised Caitlin's skill, her leadership, her impact on the game. It was the kind of heartfelt, detailed recognition that fans were expecting from Nike. Think about that for a second. An Adidas ambassador is hyping up a Nike athlete more than Nike itself. It's like going to a Pepsi event and seeing all the Coca-Cola logos. It just doesn't compute. King's post wasn't just a casual congrats. She called Clark a generational talent and highlighted her record-breaking season. This isn't just empty praise, it's a strategic move that's got everyone talking. And you know what? Fans are eating it up. This unexpected move by King has set the internet on fire. Fans are going wild, sharing and commenting on King's post. It's got people talking about sportsmanship, about recognizing talent regardless of brand affiliations. But it's also got them asking some pointed questions about loyalty and brand representation. The whole situation has fans wondering if Caitlin might jump ship to Adidas. I mean, can you blame them? When you're getting more love from your sponsor's competitor than from your own sponsor, it's bound to raise some eyebrows. Now, realistically, it's unlikely that Caitlin would make such a drastic move. These contracts are complex, and $28 million is no small change. But Nike's strange silence is definitely putting them in a tough spot PR-wise. It's like they've handed Adidas a golden opportunity on a silver platter. This whole situation is shining a spotlight on how brands interact with athletes in the age of social media. It's not just about signing big names anymore. It's about how you support and promote them. And right now, it looks like Adidas is winning the PR game without even trying. The WNBA struggle. But wait, there's more to this story than just brand drama. Let's talk about Caitlin's rookie season, because it's been nothing short of legendary. When Caitlin joined the Indiana Fever, they were a struggling team. We're talking about a franchise that hadn't seen the playoffs since 2016. But Caitlin, She turned things around in a way no one saw coming.
She's the best player in the country.
How will she go for history?
Caitlin Clark is coming.
I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Caitlin Clark, only 22 years old, is changing the picture of women's sports around America.
First off, let's talk attendance. Before Caitlin, the Fever were averaging about 3,000 fans per game. Not terrible, but not great either. Enter Caitlin Clark, and boom. Suddenly, they're packing in 15,000 fans a night. We're talking sold-out arenas, people scrambling for tickets. It was like Beatlemania, but for basketball. And it wasn't just about butts and seats. Caitlin became a merchandising phenomenon. Her jersey? It flew off the shelves faster than hotcakes at a Sunday brunch. We're talking record-breaking sales here. The kind of numbers that make marketing execs do a happy dance. But here's the thing. Success often comes with a price. And Caitlin's been paying it in spades. Let's break down some of the challenges she's faced. Physical play. Opponents quickly realized that if they wanted to stop Caitlin, they needed to get physical. We're talking hard screens, tough defense, the works. It's the kind of treatment usually reserved for seasoned veterans, not rookies. But Caitlin? She took it all in stride, proving she's as tough as they come. Questionable officiating. Now, I'm not one to criticize refs. They've got a tough job. But even the most casual observer could see that Caitlin wasn't always getting the calls she deserved. It's like the officials were holding her to a different standard. Frustrating? You bet. Off-court drama. Here's where things get really wild. There were actually accusations flying around that Caitlin was being rude, and get this, even racist. Can you believe it? Anyone who's followed Caitlin's career knows these accusations are way off base. But in the world of pro sports, sometimes the truth takes a backseat to sensationalism. Despite all this, Caitlin kept her head high and her game strong. In a recent playoff game against the Connecticut Sun, she put up numbers that would make any veteran proud. 29 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds. We're talking triple-double territory here, folks. But here's the heartbreaker. Despite Caitlin's heroics, the Fever lost. It was like watching a one-woman show where the supporting cast forgot their lines. Caitlin was out there giving 110%, but basketball is a team sport. And on that night, the team just couldn't keep up. This game was a microcosm of Caitlin's entire season. Brilliant individual performances, but often lacking the team support to turn those performances into wins. It's the kind of situation that can wear on even the toughest of competitors. The shocking announcement. Now brace yourselves for the biggest shocker of all. On September 29, 2024, Caitlin dropped a bombshell that no one saw coming. She's leaving the WNBA. That's right. She's done with the league and is heading to Europe next season.
Basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on.
Picture this. A packed press conference, journalists on the edge of their seats, social media buzzing with speculation. And there's Caitlin, looking exhausted but determined, dropping a truth bomb that sent shockwaves through the sports world. In her own words, "I need a reset. I need to get away from all of this." You could hear the fatigue in her voice, see the weariness in her eyes. This wasn't just about basketball anymore. This was about a young athlete at her breaking point. Now let's be clear, this isn't just a loss for the Indiana Fever. This is a major blow to the entire WNBA. We're talking about a player who single-handedly revitalized interest in the league. Caitlin wasn't just a star, she was a supernova, drawing attention and crowds like no one else. Think about the numbers. From 3,000 fans a game to 15,000. That's not just growth, that's an explosion. And it wasn't just about in-person attendance. TV ratings spiked whenever Caitlin played. Merchandise sales went through the roof. She wasn't just a player, she was a one-woman economic stimulus package for the WNBA. So, what does her departure mean for the league? Well, it's not pretty. We're potentially looking at a financial crisis here. Without Caitlin, there's a real risk of attendance dropping back to pre-Clark levels. TV deals might need to be renegotiated. Sponsors might start rethinking their commitments. But beyond the numbers, there's a human element to all this. Caitlin's departure is raising some serious questions about player welfare in the WNBA. If a star of her caliber feels the need to leave, what does that say about the league's ability to support and nurture its talent? It's a wake-up call, folks. A blaring alarm telling the WNBA that something needs to change. Because if they can't keep a generational talent like Caitlin Clark happy and thriving, then they've got bigger problems than just losing a star player. Now, just when you thought this story couldn't get any juicier, we've got some insider info that's going to blow your mind. Former Indiana Fever president Allison Barber recently spilled some serious tea about what was happening behind closed doors. And let me tell you, it's the kind of stuff that could make a reality TV producer salivate. First up, let's talk about team dynamics. According to Barber, there was some serious tension in the locker room. We're not talking about your usual competitive spirit here, no. This was next-level drama, particularly between Kelsey Mitchell and Alyssa Smith. Now, both are talented players in their own right, but apparently they weren't exactly singing Kumbaya together after games. This kind of internal strife can be poison for a team, especially one that's trying to build around a new star like Caitlin. Imagine trying to orchestrate a perfect symphony when two of your key instruments are constantly out of tune with each other. It's a coach's nightmare. Speaking of coaches, here's another bombshell. Head coach Christy Sides apparently had an iron grip on the locker room. We're talking about the kind of control that would make some dictators blush. Now, strong leadership is one thing, but when it starts affecting player rotations and strategy, that's when eyebrows start to raise. Barber hinted that this might explain why Smith's playing time kept dropping as the season went on. It's the kind of decision that leaves fans scratching their heads and players questioning their role on the team.
I think the biggest challenge has just been the fact that we've only had like 24 days together. I think that presents a big challenge for our team, especially a really young team and an inexperienced team. So a team that's trying to find their chemistry and how they work together, I would say that's probably the biggest challenge for us.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Despite all this behind-the-scenes drama, Caitlin was laser-focused on building team chemistry. This girl wasn't about padding her own stats or hogging the spotlight. No, she wanted the team to succeed together. It's a testament to Caitlin's character and leadership. Here she is, a rookie, trying to be the glue that holds the team together while more experienced players and coaches are stirring the pot. It's like watching a freshman try to mediate a dispute between seniors. Admirable, but man, that's a tough position to be in. And guess what? Her approach actually worked. Despite all the internal turmoil, Caitlin's unselfish play and focus on team success helped the Fever make the playoffs for the first time since 2016. That's huge. We're talking about ending a 6-year playoff drought. In any other situation, this would be cause for celebration. Ticker tape parades, the works. But here's the kicker. According to Barber, the front office wasn't always thrilled with Caitlin's unselfish play. Can you believe that? They had a generational talent who was not only putting up incredible numbers, but also making everyone around her better, and they weren't 100% on board? It's like having a goose that lays golden eggs and complaining that the eggs aren't big enough. Now let's talk about something that really shows you who Caitlin is as a person. Barber dropped this little nugget that's got everyone talking. Caitlin actually asked the WNBA if they could offer bonus pay to opposing teams because of all the sellout crowds she was drawing. Let that sink in for a moment. Here's a rookie, already thinking about the bigger picture. She's not just focused on her own success or even her team's success. She's thinking about the entire league. That's the kind of visionary thinking you usually see from seasoned veterans or league executives, not from a first-year player. Unfortunately, the league had to say no due to collective bargaining rules. But the fact that Caitlin even made that request, it speaks volumes about her integrity and her understanding of the business side of sports. This isn't just an athlete we're talking about. This is a savvy businesswoman who understands that a rising tide lifts all boats. The business savvy behind the talent. Now let's dive a little deeper into what makes Caitlin Clark more than just a basketball phenom. According to Barber, Caitlin came into the WNBA with some serious business acumen, thanks to her NIL, name, image, likeness, deals from college. For those who might not know, NIL deals allow college athletes to profit from their name, image, and likeness while still in school. It's a relatively new thing in college sports, and Caitlin was one of the first to really capitalize on it. By the time she hit the WNBA, Caitlin wasn't just thinking about crossover dribbles and three-pointers. She had a team of advisors making sure every aspect of her career was on point. We're talking financial advisors, marketing experts, the works. This girl came prepared. It's a stark contrast to how things used to be. In the past, rookies would often come into the league focused solely on their game, leaving the business side to agents and team officials. But Caitlin, she's hands-on with every aspect of her career. This level of business savvy is changing the game, folks. Today's athletes, especially someone like Caitlin, aren't just competitors. They're entrepreneurs, brand managers, and social media influencers all rolled into one. Caitlin was ahead of the game from day one, understanding that her impact could extend far beyond the basketball court. What's next?
Caitlin Clark, last night, finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing up in quite some time. She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention.
Sports, the lack of media coverage, the need for better marketing and promotion. Caitlin's success showed us what's possible when a female athlete gets the spotlight, but her departure? That's showing us how much work we still have to do. Think about it. In what other sport would the Rookie of the Year, a record-breaking phenomenon, feel the need to leave for better opportunities? It's a wake-up call, not just for the WNBA, but for all of women's sports in America. But here's the thing. With every challenge comes opportunity. Caitlin's move could be the catalyst for real, meaningful change. Maybe this is what it takes for leagues, sponsors, and media to really sit up and take notice. To realize that investing in women's sports isn't just the right thing to do, it's good business. Looking ahead, as we wrap up this wild story, let's think about what the future might hold. For Caitlin, will her time in Europe help her grow as a player and a person? Will she come back to the WNBA stronger than ever? For the WNBA, can they use this as an opportunity to address long-standing issues and come back stronger? Or will they struggle to fill the Caitlin-sized hole in their league? For Nike, will they finally break their silence? And if they do, how will they explain their puzzling approach to promoting one of their biggest stars? For women's sports, could this be a turning point? A moment that leads to better pay, more coverage, and more opportunities for female athletes across all sports? One thing's for sure, we'll be watching closely. Because whatever happens next, it's going to have ripple effects far beyond just one player or one league. So what do you think? Are you excited to see Caitlin dominate in Europe? Do you think the WNBA will make changes? And what's your take on Nike's strange silence? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you want to stay up to date on all the latest in the world of sports, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Remember, sports isn't just about what happens on the court or field. It's about the stories, the drama, the business decisions, and the cultural impact. And right now, there's no bigger story than Caitlin Clark's. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep your eyes on the ball, folks, because this story is far from over.